I am
Okay,
Optimus Prime.
here is a new item up for bid, everybody. This is big time. This is also from trekmovie.com,
Hmm.
and it says, okay, this is a big one. This is a big one. We like trekmovie.com.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
says Simon Pegg wants Star Trek 4 to get back to the spirit of the original series.
Does it mean
Nice.
getting canceled after three movies?
No.
Oh,
Melissa, what do they mean by
so
that? You read this article. What's going
I
on here?
did. And I love that Simon Pegg really wants to do Star Trek 4. Actually, all of the actors from the JJ movies want to reboot or redo a Star Trek
Revisit.
4. Yeah, revisit. That's the word. And he said that, but he would like to go back to the same kind of energy that TOS had, in that
Hmm.
it was more positive rather than dark and gritty.
Yeah.
He says he doesn't mind dark and gritty per se, but I think we gotten too married to that kind of
Mm.
feel in our sci-fi.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
mean, not to say that TOS was all roses. I mean, we have Doomsday Machine and
Exactly.
episodes like that, but there was still some, it wasn't as apocalyptic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doom and gloom.
Yeah. You still had
Yeah.
your Squire of Gothos, and you had your like.
Trials and tribulations and
Oh, is
Exactly.
it Gotho? Is it Gothos and not
No, I
Gothos?
think it is Gothos.
Oh,
That's why
okay.
I tripped on it.
Yeah, that's where Batman
Yeah.
lives. Kind of.
I would agree, though.
Yeah. Hmm.
I would agree. I like
Mhm.
that. And for as much as Beyond may have not been one of the more higher grossing ones, I appreciated the attempt there to kind of bring it back toward that original series feel. I love the beginning of that movie where we have Kirk doing his log entry and talking about just
Yeah.
everyday life on the Enterprise. I thought that was really cool.
Mm.
Mhm. Yeah. But I like the JJ movies because they do kind of have that lighter feel
Yeah.
to them. I enjoy the chemistry between Kirk and
Hmm.
Bones and Spock, and just and that there is some lightheartedness in the movies. There's some serious
Yeah.
stuff, and there's some, but there's also levity.
Totally. Totally. And that cast is just so good. It's so good.
So
Actually,
good.
um, Scott Mantz has been sharing pieces of the first interview that he did with Zachary Quinto and Chris Pine, like right when they first started doing press.
Wow.
And I mean, they're amazing because he also does this whole thing where he shows them his bar mitzvah pictures and they're dying laughing, and it's really quite funny. Um, but it's also just really cool seeing them at the beginning of it all, like, oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
really, really cool. Shout out to Scott Mans.
Yeah, you'll see
Yeah.
him in Vegas. All right. The poll has ended. Here we go. 12% said tracksuit plus.
That was me. I was one of them.
21% said star dance. 25% said streak prance. And 40% like took this seriously and said sky trek. You
Nice.
guys are all astronauts on some kind of sky trek?
Oh,
Exactly.
that's fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Sky Trek.
What about if we added Starscream Plus in there? Live chat, let us know. Is Starscream Plus a winner, or are we just too into things that aren't really interesting? Because it happens sometimes. Um, So that's really interesting. Okay, so here's what Simon Pegg says. Here's the quote. And
Mhm.
Melissa, yeah, you basically nailed it on this one. Don't mean to sound surprised. He says, quote, I'd love to do a fourth movie. There's always kind of mutterings about it. I've never heard anything to suggest we're gonna do one. Damn.
Mhm.
That sure went
Yeah,
up and then
I
down, didn't it?
know. But
Ah.
and this is written. Is this the one written by Laurie Ulster? Or no, it was Trek staff.
Mm.
Yeah.
But uh, they also said that Zoe Saldana, Anya, and everyone, they're all of their names went out of my head just now. They all agree
Mhm.
with
But
Simon
it's sad
Pegg.
that he says, I've never heard anything to suggest we're gonna do one. I mean, that sounds like worse than,
Yeah.
yeah, who knows if it's going to happen, or I'm not sure, or they haven't. He's saying, I haven't even heard anything to even remotely suggest that
Yeah.
anything's going to, I mean, like, that sounds like they haven't heard anything. That, like, there's not
Right.
even a
Yeah.
knock at the door, there's not a whisper, there's not a just checking avails.
Mhm.
There's like, it is not even on the table in any
So
way.
there's
And that's sad,
yeah, so there's been a lot
considering
Yeah.
of
they've
them
written like
talking
50 scripts
about
about it. Yeah.
Mhm.
exactly.
Yeah.
50
Exactly.
scripts.
Or people
Well, I
asking
mean,
them
and you
about it and then
wonder,
yeah.
you wonder if maybe if we, if the merger ever happens, Skydance did help back those movies, so
True.
maybe there's more chance of it happening if the merger happens. I don't
Mhm.
know.
Absolutely. I think so.
Yeah. Hmm.
So, Melissa, when you say
Yeah.
no more TOS, does that include the JJ movies?
Mhm.
No. No. I'm just
Different universe.
it's yeah, that's a
Mhm.
whole different barrel of monkeys.
Yep.
If they said, Melissa,
Yeah.
we'll give you
Yes.
$100.
Hmm.
We need somebody to be the final voter here because we're at a deadlock right now.
Okay.
Do you want to see Star Trek 4 with Pine and Quinto and all those guys? Or should we just do a different movie and go in a completely different direction with a new crew?
I want to see Star Trek 4.
Mhm.
I want it with the Chris Pine and um I always
Zoe.
call him Keith
Carl
Urban.
Urban.
Keith Keith Carl Urban.
Carl. Carl.
Yes, yes, Carl Urban.
Is that a
And
tough one?
I love him as Bones. No, I always call him Keith Urban, but
Mhm.
Nicole Kidman's husband.
Yeah.
But and country music singer. But Carl Urban, I think I love his bones.
You love his bones?
I'm pretty fond of his bones too, quite honestly.
Like bone structure, right? Like he's
Yeah.
Oh,
a cool
doesn't he
guy.
play Bones?
Yes, he does play bones.
And he's a Star Trek fan.
Mhm.
He's the
Yeah.
real deal. This
Yeah.
guy,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching that clip. We go live every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern with all the latest Star Trek news on the virtual TrekCon channel.